The unseen more over your destiny. Why God moves you before He elevates you. After years of exile in Egypt, far from their homeland, Joseph, Mary, and the young child Jesus waited for a sign from God. They had fled under the cover of night, escaping the murderous wrath of King Herod. But time had passed and the tyrant was dead. One night, as Joseph lay asleep, an angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and said, "Rise, take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel. For those who sought the child's life are dead." Without hesitation, Joseph obeyed. He had learned to trust God's voice without question. At once he woke Mary, gathered their belongings, and prepared for the long journey home. As they traveled across dusty roads toward Israel, news reached Joseph that Herod's son, Archelaus, had taken his father's throne in Judea. He was just as ruthless as his father, and fear gripped Joseph's heart. He knew he needed further direction. Once again, God spoke to him in a dream, warning him not to settle in Judea. Following God's instruction, Joseph changed course and led his family northward to Galilee, where they finally found refuge in the small town of Nazareth. It was a quiet and humble place, far from the reach of Herod's wicked dynasty. There, in the safety of Nazareth, Jesus grew hidden from the eyes of those who sought to harm him, yet destined for greatness. In this moment, the prophecy was fulfilled. He shall be called a Nazarene. This story is more than history, it is a lesson for every believer. Like Joseph, many of us have faced seasons of uncertainty, moments where we had to leave behind what was familiar, waiting for God's direction. Perhaps you fled from a toxic situation, walked away from opportunities that seemed promising but were dangerous, or felt lost in a wilderness season. But just as God guided Joseph, He is guiding you. God's plans are not always straightforward. Sometimes we think we are returning to one place only to be redirected elsewhere. Joseph expected to go back to Judea, but God knew the hidden dangers ahead. In the same way, God sometimes closes doors, not to punish us, but to protect us. If you've faced rejection, delays, or unexpected changes, don't be discouraged. God is leading you to your own Nazareth, a place of safety and preparation. Nazareth was a humble town, often overlooked, yet it became the place where Jesus grew into his divine purpose. Likewise, where you are now may not seem significant, but God is working in the background. He is